20-year-old Grace Kinstler is one of several frontrunners currently competing on Season 19 of American Idol. This year's group of finalists are arguably one of the best in the show's history, and today we take a deeper look at Grace Kinstler's journey to the American Idol Top 10. Grace was born in August of 2001 to Mitch and Sherry Kinstler. She grew up in the Chicagoland area and attended Crystal Lake Central High School. Music has been part of her life from an early age, and Grace explained, "I was about 4 or 5 when I started with music, and it was something that right off the bat I knew I wanted to do for the rest of my life." In addition to singing, Grace also appeared in several musical theater productions. In 2016, she played the Witch in the Madison Street Theater production of Big Fish. Grace is also active on social media and has her own YouTube channel, where she posts performances, covers, and original music. Grace's boyfriend, Joseph Wheatley, is also involved in music. He's a beatboxer and has collaborated with Grace for some of her projects. Last year, the pair teamed up for a performance of Scars by Sam Smith.
We are after the fall, but we're so much better now. The skies are clear and there's no more slimming doors. Now I say,
her YouTube channel also shows her performing the national anthem at a Chicago Bulls game this past January. Currently, Grace is in her 3rd year at Berklee College of Music and has already started laying the foundation for her music career. Since 2015, Grace has released 3 EPs and 2 singles of her original music. This is not the first time Grace has auditioned for a television talent competition. When she was 15 years old, she tried out for The Voice, but didn't make it past the callbacks. She then tried out for American Idol when she was 16, but never made it in front of the judges. "It's all about the right time and the right place," she said. "You've got to realize that it's not always your time, and it just wasn't my time before." After watching American Idol with her parents for years, Grace felt now was the time, and she decided to audition for Season 19 of American Idol. After a few auditions over Zoom, Grace was invited to Los Angeles to audition for the celebrity judges on what would become the season premiere of the show. "It was crazy," Grace said. "I went from the comfort of my home to LA in front of 3 of the biggest stars right now in the music industry." Before her performance, Judge Luke Bryan asked Grace who were some of her biggest supporters. She immediately replied, "My biggest supporter was definitely my dad." Grace's father passed away unexpectedly of a gastrointestinal hemorrhage in February of 2020. Recounting the events from the day, Grace explained she received a call from her brother. "I was at school and my brother called me at 7-something in the morning and he was like, 'You should look for flights home. They just took Dad to the hospital and he's not breathing.' It was very unexpected. Him not being here has taught me, live every moment as if it's your last. Take every opportunity, every chance, because you don't know what chance you can get because of it." For her audition, Grace performed Midnight Train to Georgia by Gladys Knight and the Pips.
said he's going back to find a simpler place and time. Oh, and I'll be with him.
After the performance, Judge Katy said, "Grace, what a voice." Judge Luke Bryan asked what her second song would be, and Grace replied, "Natural Woman" by Aretha Franklin. Grace told Chicago's Daily Herald the decision to audition with the song was meant as a tribute to her dad. "I have a video when I was younger. He videotaped me singing Natural Woman. So I was like, it would really be cool to pay tribute to him by singing that song for the audition." Before the performance, Judge Katy offered a critique, saying, "You're going to sing Natural Woman? The legend that is Carole King wrote it. The legend that is Aretha Franklin sang it. You need to sing it like the legend you want to be. Tall order. Don't phone it in. Make me feel it. Sing Natural Woman to me like I've never heard it before." For her second song of the audition, Grace performed Natural Woman by Aretha Franklin.
You make me feel like a natural woman.
After the performance, Judge Lionel Richie said, "You actually have control of that amazing instrument." Judge Luke Bryan told her, "I get brought to tears by stories and backgrounds of what people have been through in their struggles, but this is the first time in 4 years that just someone singing made me cry." The performance earned her yes votes from all three, earning her a golden ticket and a trip to the Hollywood Week. For her Hollywood Week genre challenge, Grace was placed in the soul category and gave a soaring rendition of Jasmine Sullivan's 10 Seconds. Shortly after the performance, Grace learned she had advanced to the next round. For her Hollywood Week duet, Grace was paired with fellow powerhouse vocalist Alyssa Ray. Judge Lionel Richie explained judges paired the singers because they knew they could bring down the building, but they wanted to see how they play off of each other's power. Before the performance, Alyssa said they wanted to hone in on the togetherness and give each other our moments, but make sure we're there to support each other as well. For their Hollywood duet, the duo performed Grenade by Bruno Mars.
To give me all your love is all I've ever asked, 'cause what you don't understand is I'd catch a grenade for you.
After the performance, Judge Katy Perry said, "Our job is done here," pulling off her gloves and her wig as she walked off. Judge Lionel Richie said, "Ladies, you all just stopped the show. I'm going to tell you right now, you are absolutely going through," and the pair advanced to the showstopper round. Before her Hollywood Week performance, Grace shared that she had struggled a little with confidence. "Growing up, I always saw these singers and artists, and I didn't fit the mold," she explained. "I lost like 100 pounds my junior year in high school to help me realize I'm not super thin, but that does not mean I'm not capable of doing what all these people I look up to have done." Grace explained one of the biggest lessons she learned at Berklee was the only person you should be comparing yourself to is who you were last year, and try to grow every time you look back on it, because that's really how you're going to achieve the most in your life. For her showstopper performance, Grace sang Father by Demi Lovato, which she dedicated to her late dad.
I know you never got the chance to be yourself, to be your best. I hope that heaven's given you. I hope that...
After the performance, Grace said of her father, "I wish he could be here so I could call him and tell him what's going on. I really miss my dad." During final judgment, Grace told judges she felt the performance, and she thinks those are the best performances when you feel it. Judge Katy Perry responded, "I think you are correct that feelings are an important ingredient, but I think for you being such a powerful singer, you got to choose the right songs, because this is not an American Idol like it's ever been." Judges then revealed that Grace would be moving on to the top 24. For her top 24 performance, Grace performed Jessie J's female empowerment anthem, Queen. Last year, Grace was in a very rough place after her dad died near the start of the COVID-19 pandemic. At that time, she was preparing for a show where she was singing a Josh Stone song. Unfortunately, the performance was canceled, but Grace was paired with the British singer for her celebrity duet. "I am so pumped to be singing with Josh," Grace said. "She's just a very wise person. Obviously, she's been in the business for such a long time." For the duet, the pair performed the song Grace chose for her audition, Midnight Train to Georgia, by Gladys Knight and the Pips.
I've got to go, I've got to go.
After the performance, Judge Katy Perry said that duet was timeless. "You were soaring on a different level. But if you get to sing again, just sing about those timeless classic songs, because that's what your gift is." The showstopper round was the first show of the season where viewers were able to vote. The following week during the reveal show, Grace learned that viewers had voted her through to the top 16. For her top 16 performance, Grace sang Elastic Heart by Sia. After the performance, Judge Lionel Richie called Grace a force to be reckoned with. Judge Luke Bryan complimented Grace's vocal performance and her growth so far on the show.
Race car, thoroughbred voice. I mean, it's so amazing. I just see so much promise in you, even your growth till now.
The next day, Grace learned that viewers voted her on through to the top 12. During the top 12 reveal, Grace performed Dangerous Woman by Ariana Grande. After the performance, Judge Lionel Richie said, "It was an oh my God performance. I love what you did." For her top 12 performance, Grace went in an unexpected direction, singing Happy by Pharrell Williams. Before her performance, Grace explained, "My goal for this week's performance is really just to let go and have a good time performing on stage. I have a habit of overthinking things, and I think that that's when I screw up, is when I overthink too much." After the performance, Judge Katy Perry said, "You can sing the telephone book," but took issue with the song choice.
Grace, I think last week we had a conversation where I just suggested maybe to kind of lock into more of those iconic songs. And of course, the adrenaline of opening the show with Happy, it's fun, it's enthusiastic, it's young.
She went on to say, "I'm just thinking about what kind of record you're going to make after American Idol. I'm trying to tap into what you are as an artist. You can sing anything, but what are you going to say?" Judge Lionel Richie also suggested that Grace focus on identifying herself as an artist.
Exactly right. What you want to do from now on is select the songs that's going to be who you want to portray yourself as being. Who are you going to be as that artist? That's where you are now.
Now in the top 10, Grace finds herself as one of several frontrunners in an unusually talented group of finalists. Do you think Grace Kinstler has what it takes to win season 19 of American Idol? Let us know in the comments below. And thank you for watching.